folks, rather than staying on the beaches down in the south that are obviously picked clean after our last couple of trips there, I've decided to come up to just over the middle part of Okinawa, but on the east coast, to a place called Teniya. And the beaches up here are seldom visited, often ravaged by pretty strong winds, and they are quite it takes a bit of a trek to get down to them. So hopefully they're going to be rich for pickings, and we should hopefully try and find something pretty cool. So let's go and check out and see what the beaches of northern Okinawa, or mid-northern Okinawa, have to offer. Let's go. Is evidence of wild pigs that have dug up or tried digging up roots or shuffling through the dirt through this area here and here. You know, the good thing, the fantastic thing about this is this. The absolute peace and quiet. It's such a strange commodity in this modern day and age, but it is such a beautiful thing. I can feel an increase in the wind, so I guess that's a sea breeze. Maybe you can hear it on the microphone as well. Apologies, I still don't have that lapel mic sorted, but hopefully we won't be picking up too much wind. But if on the coastline there is too much wind, I'll just switch to a soundtrack and the occasional commentary as and when I find stuff, if I find stuff. So yeah, there's all that, but it feels like, smells like, and sounds like we're getting closer to the ocean, so hopefully it won't be too much longer. Look at this. This is the part of the beach that I want to go on. I'm actually going to go on the other side of that hill up in the distance over there. But just look at this amazing coastline, just this beautiful visibility. Let me just get a little bit closer to the edge. There we go. Just look at this ocean down there. Just the beautiful colours. And look at that guy out there, just on his own, a surfer, solo surfing, just having the time of his life, I'm sure. Some beautiful waves coming ashore. I've never swum with my housing up here because I just don't know the region, I don't know the area. But if I can find a couple of surfers who would put up with my limited ability and knowledge of the ocean up here, I'd love to come out and swim around here. There's waves all along here, but just looks absolutely stunning. So I've actually done a photo shoot along inside from these rocks out here. There's some rocks behind me on the coastline, and just into the coast there's a walk that goes up along a river, and along that walk there's a couple of little waterfalls and things like that. And like I said, that's a place I think that I've done a video before. If I haven't, then definitely it's something that I should do, and I'll take you along. But without further ado, let's go and hit the beach that we came here to hit, and we'll see what we can find. Look at this crazy sandstone all up through here. Weird colours of yellow and reds and beige. This is not actually the way to get to where I want to get to, but it does go to a high point that looks down on where we're going to go. And I think the reef should look pretty spectacular from altitude, so that's what I want to do. I want to show you the reef, or the area of the beach and the reef where we're going to go, so it should be cool. So wow, look at that, that's where we're going to go down. And you can see offshore all of the beautiful reef formations, clear, not a soul on the beach. The beach is probably a couple of kilometers long, nice waves on the reef out there, just absolutely beautiful. The only thing that would make it even more beautiful is a trashless beach, but I highly doubt that's going to be the case. So let's go down, check it out. We finally made it down. We're on the beach. So as I mentioned before, most of the floats that we find here on the ocean or on the beaches of Okinawa generally tend to be these buoys, kind of like mooring buoys, boat tenders, that kind of stuff. And for some reason, mainly blue and red. Blue and red together. But there you got a couple more red ones along there. But we also find, which we can see here, some of these more traditional buoys, this kind of style here, sometimes with one of these holders on, rope fastener, where you've tightened the buoy to the net, or two like this one. And these are normally used for keeping fishing nets up, or fishing enclosures for aquaculture, that kind of stuff. Or at least that's the reason in Okinawa. But look at this beautiful ocean, man. Absolutely stunning location, pristine. I've got it all to myself. Cool beans. Oh, jerry can. Ugh. With the writing on this thing, it looks more Korean. Some shoes. Now I'm sure there's going to be lots of interesting driftwood like this one here, but I'm not going to be carrying any driftwood home with me today. It's a heck of a trek up through that cliff again, and I'm hoping I might be able to find an easier way back up along the cliff there. Another small buoys, small fishing net buoys. There's something you don't see every day in Okinawa. Coconut. Surprisingly few coconuts in Okinawa, or even coconut trees. I've yet to see one. But yeah, obviously past its sell by date, milk and the juice is all gone. But funky. Coconut number 2. This one seems to be more covered up, but I'm sure by now the juice is long gone. Pretty awesome. Maybe we're closer to Micronesia or Polynesia than we even thought. Oops, nearly tripped over. Lots of cases and cages. I'm sure these are the kind of things that may blow off of boats. Things like this. I think this is something to do with a bait pot or something for a fishing boat. There's a wild piece of driftwood, but unfortunately I'm not going to be schlepping stuff back, because I don't really know at this point. I'm not sure how I'm going to get back up there, so I don't want to be laden down with bricks and or rocks and driftwood. If I do find a glass float though, obviously I think I'll keep a hold of that one. Is some an old handline, a handline reel. Plenty of these things again, as we've seen on other beaches. These are the backbones of the cuttlefish. People keep those to give to their parrots or birds if they have them. Very, very common on most beaches. Obviously some kind of light or some kind of indicator, again probably for fishing line or for fishing nets. There's a rope. There's a rope going up here. That means there must be a pathway. Somebody put that there for a reason. That might be our way out. We'll follow it later, see what happens. Adventures. Guys, girls, this is just absolutely madness. Oh my god, I couldn't believe it, I couldn't believe it. I did set that shot up because I was coming along the beach, but no crap, dudes. Look at this. I came along here looking for stuff like there's that bit of a surfboard up there, the hat. But as I came along here, I was looking at this whiteboard. I looked at, can you see it? I looked at that piece of driftwood. Oh my god, look. I hope it's complete. I hope it's complete underneath. Oh, no, it's complete. It is complete. No way. My first Japanese glass float. Oh my god. That is just absolutely incredible. Look at that. And it looks to be in great shape, really clean, not many scratches on it, a couple of dings on top, here, but man, the first of the collection. Absolutely stoked. Cool bananas. You wait until I show the wife, she'll be so gutted. She's been after one of these for ages. Thank you, crappy, littery, trashy Teniya Beach. Absolutely awesome. Yes, I am a happy man. Look at that. Yeah. But I said I would get to the end of the beach, and it's probably about another 500 yards up here, so we will get to the end of the beach. And what I'm going to do on the way back is be a bit closer to the shoreline, maybe have a look for some shells if there are any on this coast. I know this coast is quite a lot rougher than the west coast, so I don't know if there'll be any decent shells here. Maybe they all just get pounded on the rocks out there. Wow, we'll be eating good tonight. Lobster for lunch. Maybe, but I think this one's well past the sell by date. Ocean lottery. Nah. Nada. But hey, would have been good. Oh well, in case of emergencies, I guess. You can see that this buoy has been in the ocean for quite some time. Look at the amount of goose barnacles on it. Look at all these. And now the return trip. And like I said, we're going to just go more closer to the ocean, see if there's any shells around and just see if there's any other debris closer to the shore. I think it's, with it being quite a rougher coastline, most of the trash that we've seen has been pushed up on shore or pushed up onto the land, so I'm not sure how dirty the shoreline will be, but let's go and find out. There may even be a glass float coming ashore. Wouldn't that be wild? Anyway, I'm going to go and find some shade in a moment, have a drink, have a rest, but we're heading back to the point at the very end of this coastline. In the words of Paulo Coelho, who's a Brazilian, he said these awesome words: if you think adventure is dangerous, you should try routine. It's lethal. Words to live by. Anyway, I'm going to go up here, try and find some shade, have a drink, and then crack on to the rope. Should be fun. We'll see where it goes. Stay hydrated, folks. Folks, haven't got too far to go along here now to the beach, to where we saw that rope, but I'm going to go back down to the coastline, see if we can find anything else before we get back up into the jungle. Woohoo! I'm a bit concerned there might be pirates around here. And there's one telltale sign that says so. Arr. Doesn't it look like an R? Arr, Jim lad. So, telltale signs, my friends. Be careful. So over here was where I came in, or came down. I haven't tried ever going up there yet. It was quite hairy coming down, so I'm thinking it was quite hairy to go up. But over here we have the rope, okay, which we saw earlier on. So I'm actually going to try and see what gives there. I think this hill here looks relatively not as steep as that cliff for sure. And if there's a rope there, it's there for a reason. So I imagine that people come down to this beach, if they do come down to this beach, and someone put a rope there. So if they got to this point and put a rope down, or they came to here with a rope, it stands to reason that there should be a passage going back up through that way. And once I get on land, in the farmland, it'll be quite simple to get back to the car. So let's go for it. See what gives. Okay, that wasn't too bad. but I'm also wondering now about wildlife going through this hill here. I've only got trainers on, but 9 years so far, no incidents. See how far we get. Well, it seems like there is this definite pathway here, so we'll just follow this. Unfortunately, I've just eaten a spider, so I think that's always going to be the problem. There's actually a pathway going this way, but very much a defined pathway through here, so let's keep following this, I guess. I mean, this in and of itself even looks like an old roadway. It's pretty wild. But so far so good. Plain sailing. It's just a slight incline, a little bit of rock. It looks like it's definitely been kept clear, so yeah, all good fun. Could even bring the kids down there. Wouldn't that be an adventure? So this is the area we went to earlier on when I took you up to the high point to look at the reef on the beach where we were going to go, because that's the pond that we walked past to get to that. So this will take us back to the track where we came from the car. Here we go, there we go, right there. So as you can probably tell by me squinting and the harshness of the shadows, that we're pretty much in the middle of the day. It's getting pretty hot, so I'm going to walk back to the car. Probably got about 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers back to the car, and then I'm going to call it quits, head home. Dude, what a day. My first glass float, absolutely stoked with that. And you've seen just how cluttered and littered the beaches of the mid Okinawa are. Yeah, I think you'll be surprised even more when we eventually get up to northern Okinawa, and hopefully we'll do that sometime pretty soon. But I must also say that coming up, I'm going to be taking a break, although I haven't posted for a while, because we're going to go on an amazing vacation. I'm going to take you guys along to part of that, because where we're going there's not a lot of cell coverage, and I'm probably not going to be able to do that much, post too many stuff online, because the connections are just way too slow. But keep them peeled, because very soon, in about 2 months, you're going to start seeing content from an amazing part of the world. I'm taking all my decent camera gear plus the split water photography gear to bring you hopefully some amazing adventures and some incredible split water photography. I know it has the potential to be absolutely awesome, so I'm not going to say where, going to keep you in on tenterhooks. But until next time, hopefully it will be before I depart. Until next time, I'm going to say adios. I'm going to love you and leave you. Please be healthy, stay happy, stay sane if you can. If not, even better. But yeah, look after each other, take care of yourselves, and I will see you very, very soon. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.